Hello, I'm Elaine Jennings, and I did a backstory for Glenda. And on this take, I'm going to read it. I was born in 1956, so I am old. Not as old as our idiot president, but I'm old, which gives me a better perspective on where we are now. I hate politics. And being a drama teacher educated in liberal arts, I definitely have a liberal bent. However, this world had just gotten too insane for me. At this stage of my life, I needed to find a refuge away from all the craziness and drama. Don't get me wrong, I love drama, but I think it should be saved for the stage. After all, I was named after Glenda Jackson, the famous British actress. She's always been my role model. She's the one who got me hooked on theater. When I was a young girl, I adored all theater, but my parents wouldn't allow me to major in theater arts in college, so I pursued a liberal arts degree along with a teaching credential. As a young teacher, I spent my summers auditioning and performing for community theater in Chicago, and I had a modicum of success. I was able to land some really good roles and hone my craft. But I ended up having back problems due to a stage injury, so I decided to pivot and do commercial work and voiceovers, which it turned out I was very good at. I always used to read to the younger students and make up voices for all the characters. They loved it. I was married to Fred over 30 years. We never had children. We tried. The closest we got was a miscarriage in my third trimester, a stillborn. I was devastated at the time, but Fred and I were so in love, we decided that we were enough. We were all we really needed. My dear Fred died 3 years ago, from cardiac arrest. It was all so sudden. We were having a relaxed dinner of pork chops, his favorite, and he suddenly excused himself from the table. A few minutes later, he was dead. He died in the downstairs bathroom, and he was cold before the paramedics could revive him. I moved to Frog Union Commune after that. I needed to get away from everything that reminded me of him. I thought it would be an opportunity to be part of a larger community, and I wouldn't feel so alone. I also liked the idea of being around children initially, but in the past year, I have endured so much stress as a result of these persistent antics of these unruly children. On the positive side, it's a damn good thing I moved here before COVID. I'd probably be dead by now if I still lived in the senior community. Here I have my own condo, and I'm able to be by myself when I want to be, and also be with other families for meals and special projects. Everyone is very careful. We eat outside and adhere to a strict social distance protocol. FUC is a sanctuary away from all the craziness of the world. We are all basically self-sufficient here. I live off my teacher's pension and Fred's survivor benefit. I don't have to depend on the government, thank God. I feel sorry for those who are less fortunate who have no choice. I get a bad rap here sometimes because I'm very vocal about how others discipline their children. But it affects all of us, and I feel that I have a right to express my opinion. I know as a former teacher that children need and want discipline. It's parenting 101. It makes them feel safe. There are 9 children at FUC, and many of them do not feel safe, period. The parents ignore my advice. They just expect everything to work out using positive thinking. This is such bullshit. But they're always saying, whatever. I'm very frustrated about this latest issue with the mail delivery. My mail is definitely not getting delivered. I mailed a letter to my friend in Woodstock, and it never arrived. Turns out that Moonbeam, Martha's boy, has been playing with the mail key, even though he has been told several times not to. But he just doesn't listen to anyone. even his peers. If he doesn't like something someone says, he just beats them up. How's that for a problem, child? I've already expressed my opinion at the conflict management meetings we have twice monthly. I feel that the mail area should be inaccessible to children and definitely needs to be classified as a no unsupervised kid area. We may just have to use the big mailbox at the main road for our outgoing mail. Suits me just fine. Well, it's getting late. I need to make dinner and go to bed. I have a big day of gardening ahead tomorrow. Good night.